Picture this. A single gritty mineral buried beneath the Canadian prairie, a resource so crucial that without it, America's food system would collapse. It's called potash, and you probably don't think about it. But if you've ever eaten a salad, a burger, or anything that grew from a farm, you've relied on it. And here's the kicker. America doesn't produce nearly enough. In 2023, the United States produced just 400,000 tons of potash, but it consumed 5.3 million tons. So where's the rest coming from? You guessed it, Canada. And if things go sideways, Canada might just have the power to bring America to its knees, using nothing but fertilizer. Welcome to a high-stakes geopolitical chess game, where Canada's potash and natural gas exports are the silent weapons. And Donald Trump, he may have just walked into a trap he never saw coming. This is the secret war you've never heard of. Let's dive in. So what exactly is potash? It's a potassium-rich mineral essential for growing food. Without it, crops like corn, soybeans, wheat, and even fruits and vegetables don't grow well. It boosts yield, strengthens roots, and helps plants resist drought. It's not just important, it's irreplaceable. Now here is the twist. Canada controls over 30% of the world's potash reserves, and most of it is buried deep beneath Saskatchewan, a quiet province that might just be the most geopolitically powerful place you've never heard of. America relies heavily on that supply. In 2022 alone, Canada exported nearly $5 billion worth of potash to the United States. And it's not optional. Farmers across the Midwest are hooked. Want corn? Want soy? Want Pop-Tarts and Big Macs? You need Canadian potash. Building a potash mine isn't like digging a hole. It's like building an upside-down skyscraper a kilometer deep into the earth, and it costs over $10 billion to construct. That's exactly what BHP, one of the world's largest mining companies, is doing right now, developing the Jansen mine in Saskatchewan. It's projected to be the largest potash mine on Earth, and it'll take over a decade to complete. In short, you can't just turn on a new supply. The locations are geological, laid down millions of years ago by evaporating seas. There are only a couple of major deposits in the world, and Canada owns the crown jewel. Back during Trump's presidency, he launched a tariff war against allies, including Canada. Aluminum, steel, even the auto sector got hit with tariffs. Trump wanted to bring manufacturing home and reduce dependence on foreign suppliers. Sounds bold. But here's the problem. You can't tariff your way out of fertilizer dependence. The U.S. simply doesn't have enough potash reserves to grow its own food supply. Some in Canada see the irony. Trump throws punches with tariffs, but Canada holds the trump card, nutrients that feed America. What if Canada wanted payback? No need for sanctions or embargoes. All they'd have to do is hint at tightening the potash supply and watch the U.S. markets panic. Fertilizer prices would soar, food costs would spike. And guess who'd feel it first? Trump's own voter base, the farmers and rural heartland voters in Iowa, Indiana, Nebraska, and beyond. Suddenly, a whisper from Canada could trigger empty shelves and food inflation in the U.S. That's real power. And it doesn't require a single soldier, drone, or missile. But potash is just one piece of Canada's quiet playbook. For decades, the U.S. has been Canada's #1 customer for oil and gas, with over 97% of Canadian energy exports heading across the border. But that came with a price: low profits and no leverage. Canada's answer? Flip the script. Instead of staying dependent on the U.S., Canada's building pipelines westward, straight to the Pacific. That means one thing: direct LNG exports to Asia. The new $40 billion LNG Canada terminal in British Columbia is already live. It can ship 14 million tons of natural gas per year, and it reaches Japan or South Korea in half the time it takes from the U.S. Gulf Coast. This means faster delivery, cheaper shipping, and better deals for Asian buyers. Canada just became a serious global energy player and a direct competitor to U.S. LNG exports. While Trump's been raging about tariffs and trade deficits, Canada's been quietly reshaping the global game, diversifying trade, investing in strategic exports, building new pipelines, and unlocking mineral wealth. This isn't just about potash or gas. It's about economic sovereignty. Canada doesn't want to be America's sidekick anymore. It's moving away from a one-sided relationship and into a position of real global leverage. And it's doing it strategically, with calm confidence. No bluster, no tantrums, just massive long-term moves that weaken America's grip, one export at a time. So here's the final question. Will Trump adapt, or will his past trade wars come back to haunt him? One thing's for sure, Canada isn't bluffing. Between potash dominance and a rising LNG empire, the polite neighbor to the north might just be the most underestimated power broker in North America. While Trump talks, Canada builds. And this chess match? It's just heating up. If you found this story eye-opening, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss what happens next. This isn't just news. It's the new world order, and you're watching it unfold.